We're underway for the match of the day.
This is a tick that Nadal has. He always adjusts his socks. Doesn't really adjust them, he just touches them. Well, I think that's more or less what you're going to be seeing, quite a lot of long points. Although Blake didn't really have a chance to come up into the net. But I do feel, I agree with you there, David, as soon as he has a chance on a good approach shot, he will be up there. He should be up there. That's the only way he's going to beat Nadal. Nadal, of course, was in the final of the Nasdaq, which is also on a hard court and which is also one of the Tennis Masters series. He came within 2 points of beating Roger Federer, and that was a 3 out of 5 setter. Federer just managed to come back and win in 5, but it was almost 5 hours, that match, on a hot and muggy day. That was back in March, end of March.
The sun beating down now on the court. And temperatures down there around about 85 degrees. Both players certainly be using the towel and lots of water. Serving to Blake, who's got the sun right in his eyes.
Blake has had a problem with cramping in previous years, and actually he's been trying to get over that problem. Another player I saw had a problem with cramping also was Andrew Murray, the British youngster who's 18. That's twice in his past 2 matches he's had a problem with cramping. They were both 5 sets.
So, quite an interesting first game. Blake, one of 4 Americans left in the championship. Nadal, also one of 4 Spaniards left in the championship. And here we have deuce right at the start of this match. Well, opening ace comes at the right time on the crucial point, and this is what's so good about Nadal and also Blake. They're able to deliver winning points, winning rallies when it really counts at the crucial stage, and to have an ace at deuce on the opening game couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh, absolutely.
There it is, first game to Rafael Nadal. A little bit of hard work for him there just to start this campaign with the opening game.
Well, I think he would have preferred to have had an easier service game, but of course he's realising something here, that Blake is not going to give up either. He's very speedy around the court. I mean, excellent court coverage in that last point because Rafael was moving him from side to side. Rafa, as they call him.
Well, that's the James Blake fan club.
Yes, they were at New Haven too. When he won, he beat Feliciano Lopez in the final. Of course, Feliciano Lopez is also a left-hander. Well, he's also Spanish, not that that makes any difference, but the fact is he's a left-hander, and then Rusetsky is a left-hander as well. So Blake's had a bit of experience with left-handers in the past week, because it's just a week ago he played New Haven.
Well, that approach shot from Blake certainly gave Nadal plenty of time, and my word, Nadal can hit the ball so severely that it's going to be difficult for Blake to control the ball at the net. That's a beaut. First ace to the American. Nadal, as he normally likes to do, whether it's on clay or hard, standing a long way behind the baseline.
And what's interesting, David, is that he stays there a long way behind the baseline. Doesn't come in that much. But of course, he's so fast. I mean, none of the players think that they can drop shot him because they know they can't. He'll be there, whatever kind of court it is, clay, grass, hard. Although, of course, he didn't show us his best tennis on grass. Lost to Gilles Muller in the second round of Wimbledon. Oh.
It's another beautiful shot from Blake, and his footwork to get into position for that inside-out forehand and spotted where to play the ball out to the angle. That was absolutely perfection. Doesn't happen very often that Nadal is beaten completely from the baseline.
All right, you are.
1 game all. And that's a very encouraging start from Blake. Tested Nadal on his serve, held his own quite comfortably. Just a touch of a breeze down there. The players will appreciate that. And Blake getting a lot of vociferous support from his home New Yorkers.
Well, he's from Connecticut. In fact, when he played New Haven, he said he loved it because he could go and sleep in his own bed at night. It was 20 minutes away. Blake actually has a place in Tampa where he lives most of the year. Well, most of the year round is just a way of saying it because these players are on tour most of the year round. Lives near his good buddy Fish, Marty.
Just called out. But you can see already, all right, Nadal is quick, but James Blake is very quick, and what is even better, Blake can read where the ball's going. He's off the blocks almost before his opponents hit the ball. He is a very good reader. He doesn't start late. And there Nadal had him all over the court, but Blake still was able to run it down.
Well, Blake's placement is unbelievable so far. But I like what you said, David. His anticipation is excellent. He reads that ball just as it's leaving the racket, and that gives him a huge advantage. This is Blake, of course.
Well, it's 15-30 Nadal. Struggled to hold on his opening serve, and he's 15-30 on this one.
That was a pretty good reaction from Blake because most players would have been wrong-footed there. And although he didn't get the ball back, he actually got to the ball, just the fact he hit it in the first place.
The mean, lean machine from Spain. Really nice guy.
Oh, he's adorable.
On a court, he is tremendously ruthless. As he should be. 15-30 to 40-30. Game to Nadal, no breaks, 2-1 up in the opening set. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Rafael Nadal just below us. He's leading James Blake of the United States by 2-1 opening set of this third round match here at the US Open Tennis Championships. Blake is serving. This is Dave Luddy with Valerie Adler. Welcome if you've just popped in, because I tell you, this is going to be a wonderful match. We're hoping it's going to be, and we are forecasting that this will be the match of the day.
So if you've popped in, don't pop out, because this is going to be a super match. It is already.
You know, that was just tremendous play from Blake. And, hey, all credit to Nadal for covering it, twice. Blake always in control. Beautiful tennis.
Of course, Blake sees his opportunity coming in here. Doesn't have to do anything with the volley, just dink it over the net. It's enough.
I just feel Blake is taking advantage of Nadal, who, as we've said, plays a long way behind the baseline, which leaves the court a little bit more open. And Blake's got the quality of shot to really push Nadal to the angles, to the limit. And here it is, 40-15. This is for 2-all. Two games all, right at the start of the match.
Well, of course, we'd all heard of Nadal before, but when he played that Davis Cup final against the United States in Seville in front of 27,200 fans, we really realised that we've got to take him into account. He was ranked number 51 in the world, and he was chosen to play over higher-ranked Spaniards. Captain Jordi Arresi made that decision, which turned out to be an excellent decision to put him in, because he beat Roddick. And of course, Spain won the Davis Cup last year. Big surprise, although of course they were playing on clay, and naturally they put a very slow court, which they knew the Americans were not going to like. You always take advantage if you're the host in the Davis Cup. And of course, Spain lost to the first round of the Davis Cup this year in the World Group.
Well, that's the 1-2 blow from Nadal. Short ball, and he's pretty much always going to put it away. And this is more of a comfortable game so far for Nadal. The easiest of the three that he's served up to this moment. This is for a 3-2 lead on serve.
Going down the middle, I rather thought he would have taken advantage, being a left-hander, to go wide. Probably will at some stage.
Game to Nadal, took it to love. That's going to be encouraging for the Spaniard. Slowly getting into his stride. He leads 3-2, first set. Two, 2-3, Blake serving. No break in the first.
Second serve.
Well, there's a double. First one for Blake. Both have served an ace, both have served one double fault.
Oh dear. Bad miss from Blake. Didn't quite recover in time after that serve to get in place.
Throughout a match, it's always difficult to maintain one's focus, concentration, and 2 giveaway points from Blake. And that's much better. Beautifully constructed, conceived, and executed.
Very deep, that second serve of Blake's.
A lot of topspin on that, Valerie. Just took Nadal out of his stride. He was a bit surprised by the way the ball spun up there. Well, a slower serve from Blake, but it had a lot of spin on it. Just 111 miles an hour, and Nadal caught out. So from love 30 to 40-30.
Oh, a good idea.
Didn't quite move his feet actually, which is a bit of a surprise. Usually he's a little bit quicker than that, but the return was actually quite deep. Do you know, I really thought the openings there for Nadal is going to go across court, because that's the obvious. And what did he do? He went round the toughest shot you could play. Look, Blake is there. Ah, it's extraordinary play.
Amazing. But of course, Blake didn't do enough with this shot. And of course, he's up at the net. He's got to stay there.
He is so confident, Nadal. Great point. Bounces back.
This is top quality tennis.
It is. And it's very, very pleasing to the eye. We've seen some matches, haven't we, Valerie, where you thought, well, you know, it's not pleasing to the eye, but this is a little bit of tennis poetry.
Absolutely.
Well, Nadal's enjoying this. He likes a scrap. The bigger the scrap, the better. The prize fighter from Spain. And he's got himself a second break point for a 4-2 lead. Oh, sensational. Everything about that was sensational.
That was more than poetic. That was lyrical. That was unbelievable. I mean, the way, just have a look at the replay. We'll let you see it. I mean, what an amazing shot. The way Blake just comes in. He's inventing a few of his own against Nadal.
That forehand is working well, and he's going for placement, isn't he? He's trying to maneuver Nadal out of the court. And many times now we've seen there is a blank arena in front of him to easily put away the forehand.
Well, he's just showing Nadal a huge repertoire of shots.
Oh, it's bounced back again. And it's 3-all. And Blake saved 2 break points there. And did it well.
Extremely well. Although 2 balls just bounced back, hit the top of the net and bounced back on Nadal's side, much to Blake's relief, of course. And you can hear all the fans shouting for their man, for James Blake. Very popular player. Delightful person. Always ready to talk to everybody, to sign autographs, to give interviews.
3-all.
Nadal.
Sorry, Valerie. 3-all. First set. Oh, that is unusual for Nadal to make an unforced error, certainly by his standards.
Well, at the moment we're seeing an aggressive Blake and a defensive Nadal. He really hasn't had the opportunity to be aggressive as yet, Nadal, which is not the way he likes to play. It's true he rushes after everything and he has a good defense game, but he likes to take the initiative. He hasn't been able to yet. Oh,
Pound for pound, this is.
yes.
Punch for punch.
Well, Blake won't be too happy about missing that one because it's love 15. It could have been love 30.
One of those clouds has decided to hover between the sun and the court, just changing the light for the players.
You were worried about Blake's pate, so it might be a little easier now.
Yeah, that's true. There's just a couple of errors from Blake in this particular game. He's just going for it a little bit, just feels he has to be positive in his shots. Short ball, killed by Nadal. My word, anything that's short, it's gone.
Blake even tried for that one.
That's his second. Now the light changes again as the cloud moves on. And the court bathed in sunshine.
Just missed it. Nadal has never been past the second round here at the US Open. He's only played twice before, of course. This is just the third time.
He's only 19, remember?
Yes, exactly.
He's almost becoming a veteran.
And did he have a birthday present on his 19th birthday? Beat Roger Federer at the Roland Garros French Open in the semi-finals. What a birthday present.
Gone wide. Blake's shot went wide. Up went the arm. But what a terrific rally. Counter-punching from Nadal deep behind the baseline. And Blake trying to dictate the play with those angled shots. And as you can hear, it's well appreciated by the fans here who are still filling the stadium. Nadal got the advantage. Huge topspin, Valerie, wasn't it, from Nadal? Huge topspin for both corners. And Nadal leads 4-3, no break, opening set. James Blake from the far end, the 25-year-old American against the 19-year-old Rafael Nadal, serving 3-4 in this opening set. Delivers his second ace. And the court going in and out of the sunshine. Cloud cover overhead again. Cloud's getting a little thicker. No rain expected, though.
Again, the depth on his serve. 124 miles an hour, but right on the line, on the service line.
And into the body as well. That really buckled Nadal there. Oh, we both gasped.
Yes, we did.
That was just beautiful.
Well, David, I said this before as we watched the replay of this point. I said this before when Blake played against Rusedski, but before his injury, he didn't play as well as he's playing now. This is certainly his best tennis.
In his career?
Absolutely. I mean, I've watched Blake for a long time, and I would say this is the best he's ever done.
Oh, he gave Nadal a chance. He didn't put it in the right place, hoping to wrong foot the Spaniard. He's got him on the stretch here. He's got the whole court. A big forehand. No, played it the wrong place. And my word, Nadal punishes his opponent if there is a slight error. And the movement of Nadal, look, he's turned one way than the other. Got him that time.
He did, yes.
He wasn't going to do it twice.
No, no. Well, the ball before, he shouldn't have volleyed it because he was about to wait for it to bounce. Then he could have attacked
Changed
it.
his mind, didn't he?
Exactly,
really?
yes. So, of course, it was just a defensive volley, although he did try to place it well to catch him off balance.
I like the way Nadal gave Blake a little look down the court, saying, I know, you've done me on that one. Nice, healthy respect. That's a peach. That is an absolute peach of an inside-out forehand with pace as well. 4-all. Coming to a really good finish to the end of this set. In some ways, Valerie, it's a shame both of them are playing each other in a sense so early in the tournament. This is a last 16 quarter-final match, really, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Instead of a third round. Both of them obviously playing for a place in the last 16. Right at the bottom of the draw.
There's that tick again when he always seems to adjust his socks.
Sebastian Grosjean or Tommy Robredo of Spain be the winner's opponent in the next round. 4 Spaniards left in. Well, the topspin there didn't quite put enough on. Just drifted out.
Nadal, of course, is coached by his uncle Tony, from an illustrious family. One uncle was a star football player. He's just retired, actually. Miguel Angel Nadal.
Exquisite, absolutely exquisite. Wonderful play from Blake with his placement, tremendous running from Nadal, and a lovely finish from the American. He's worked out the angles, has Blake. 15-30 on the Nadal serve.
Excellent overhead. Perfect timing.
Come back, or has it gone over? I think it went over.
It came back. 15-40.
Yep.
Came back.
15-40.
And then it went over. Yes, then it went over.
Well, here's a double break point for James Blake. After 36 minutes, his fan club and the rest of the fans here roaring on their man. This is the danger. Nadal has already saved right at the start 2 break points. Now here are 2 major break points for Blake. And there it is, to the delight of his fans. James Blake has craftily conjured a break to lead 5-4. He's going to serve for the opening set. James Blake is serving for the opening set against the number 2 seed on the French Open champion, Rafael Nadal. Just broken the Spaniard brilliantly and leads 5-4 here.
Can he do it? Can he hold?
And that is a vital opening point. It just gives Nadal extra leverage. He can go for just a little bit more. It doesn't have to be too defensive. Love 15. Wow. Can't do anything about that. 3 aces, 120 miles an hour. Perfection with the angle.
He needed that point at love 15.
Big serve. It was slowly drifting into Nadal's body. Beaten by the pace, 124. 2 tremendous serves from the American.
Yes. Blake just couldn't get back in time. He did very well to get the down the line backhand back.
Well, what a fascinating possible finish to this opening set. Great volley actually from Blake. It was total reflex, wasn't it?
Yes,
this is total reflex. Did the 3 full 360 degrees. It's 30 all. 2 points for the set. Oh yes, placement.
Oh, that's courageous.
He has worked out his angles. He knows his geometry.
That's Betty Blake right in the corner on the front row. James' mother.
And it's set point to James Blake after 40 minutes against the world number 2.
Thank you.
Well, he's missed the first serve just for once.
Oh.
Wow, well, the net was kind to Blake, and Nadal was quick enough to spot what happened and drilled home a winner. Deuce saved a set point. These two are like a couple of sprinters down a 100-meter race, and they're just coming to the finishing line of the first lap, if you like. deuce, 5-4 Blake. In the pocket, 133, but it was the accuracy of the serve. Couple of aces already in this service game. Second set point.
Oh, he was going for the down the line, but a very strange shot from Nadal, part of his amazing repertoire.
Well, there Nadal pushed Blake very wide to the backhand, then he pushed him very wide to the forehand, and it had to be absolutely to perfection because Blake almost got it. Back to deuce. 2 set points saved by the Spaniard. What a fascinating battle. Both of them playing the angles now. It's out.
Just out. Oh, he's not happy with that, but David, I saw that ball
I
well
thought
out.
it was out, but we'll probably see a replay in a minute. He was again caught out by the neck cord. It looked out from here. We've got a pretty good view of this. Let's see if it... the arm went up from the line judge. No, you're not going to see it on that angle.
No.
More out than in, but he just, Carlos Bernardes didn't overrule. It was near him as well. And here Blake is ready at set point again. Third set point after 42 minutes. That's out. And that's the set to James Blake. He's taken it by 6 games to 4 in a fascinating, intriguing, fabulous first set battle. 43 minutes, Blake leads a set to love. Start of the second set, James Blake is a set up, 6-4, Nadal serving. It's in.
Well, Nadal coming up to the net that time.
And I think he actually has to do a little bit more of that because Blake has sorted out how to get Nadal off balance. And even though Nadal was beaten there, his approach shot wasn't quite penetrative enough. I think that's the way forward for Nadal. Just drift in occasionally. That's a wonderful angle. Both players are producing these angled shots. I haven't seen so many in this championship, apart from these two.
No, that's true, I agree. But it's interesting to note that in that last point, Nadal started to come in a little bit. This is the longest rally, 19 shots. And we've had some really good ones. Nadal started to come in a bit, and then he retreated to behind the baseline, which of course is where he's most comfortable. There's the sun again.
15 all.
Oh!
That's exquisite. That is sensational. A half volley pick-up cross-court winner with topspin.
Couldn't have been more perfectly constructed, this point, as mummy Betty Blake looks on. Betty actually won a national title when she was 6 months pregnant with James. It was a mother-son tournament. She played with James' half-brother Chris. Chris was 15 at the time. So maybe James has it in his blood. Oh,
That's an unusual error.
it was a pity. It would have given him 2 break points, because I don't think Nadal would have got to that ball had it gone over the net. It had such an angle on it.
Very cool, very thoughtful. Nadal taking his time. He's had to do a lot of running.
Oh,
It's in.
oh,
That inside-out forehand again has reaped another winner.
oh, Betty's having the time of her life.
Break point for Blake at the start of the second.
Oh, that's not possible.
And what is so wonderful, Blake applauds Nadal. Hey, this is a terrific match and great sportsmanship as well. How did Blake get this? I'll never know.
Just look at this. He volleys it and Blake's back again. But so's Nadal.
And there's the applause from Blake. Lovely. This is the way the sport should be played.
Just look the way he's sliding on a hard court.
Well, that saved the break point.
And the vamos from Rafael. Let's go, Ali. No, missed it. Come on, I should say, as Leighton Hewitt says.
Well, that was a point that he really did need Blake. It was a bit unusual that he made the error.
On the right, you can see Thomas Blake, the one with all the hair. I think he's got James Wigg from last year. This is Blake's brother.
Just a drop in focus there from Blake. And Nadal holds right at the start of the third. It's so difficult for both these players to maintain this level. And there's always going to be a little dip. The thing is not to dip for a long period, maybe for a point here and a point there, but don't want to dip for a whole game, and neither has.
Well, you can see the summary. Service percentage is very similar, but 15 winners for Blake. Now, I'm not comparing winners to only 9 that Nadal had, but 15 winners against Rafael Nadal are 15 excellent winners. I mean, we saw the placement that Blake had on his shots. We saw the way he ran Nadal from one side to the other, varied it, came up to the net, short balls. So that really tells the story of the way Blake is playing. Adjust the socks again.
You like that, don't you?
I do. Well, he always does it. It's a tip.
You spotted it, haven't you? You
Yes.
spotted it. Just gone. And just a little drop in focus here from Blake. Last 2 points of the Nadal serve. He knows it as well. He's just refocusing again, resetting again in his mind. Long way behind the baseline, Nadal.
Oh dear.
And now that's 4 in a row. And as I was saying, the focus has slightly dropped. I think it's just a reaction, a late reaction to winning that opening set. And also that tremendous rally that they had in the last game. Nadal waiting to pounce now like a matador. And you can see it's so difficult to maintain this focus. Now it's 5 in a row. A second double. And now a great chance for Nadal. A bit of a matador, and he's going to become a picador very soon.
Yeah. Well, the red rag's out.
There it is, 6 points in a row for Nadal, 2-love. And you just felt, Valerie, that to maintain the level that both of them have sustained over the last 53 minutes, you knew one of them somewhere along the line would drop, and Nadal doesn't. He's proved on clay courts when you're out there for 4 or 5 hours, his standard doesn't drop. Maybe 1 or 2 points, but not 5 or 6 points in a row, and that is absolutely crucial for both players that Blake has just dropped his standard for a moment. Four big, huge forehands into the backhand of Nadal. He'll be wanting to break back immediately. Otherwise, Nadal will be 3-love up and away in this second set. Exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, Saturday afternoon in New York. Hope you're enjoying this fascinating battle. This is Dave Luddy with Valerie Adler. We're enjoying it. Hope you are too, wherever you may be.
Oh, this is unbelievable tennis. The speed of these two, I mean, if they had roller skates, they wouldn't be able to get to it any quicker.
Nicely put, Valerie, nicely put. This is extraordinary. Great pick-up from Nadal, and Blake read it brilliantly. Here it is again.
Well, here's a slight opportunity to try and break.
It is. Break back, love 30. What a battle. 12 absorbing games so far in this match. Oh, what a cracker.
Yes.
Had Blake back on the baseline. And the advantage there, Valerie, is that Nadal eventually took it to Blake. He was more positive, and I think Nadal has to be. I think if he stays back too much, too long, Blake will control. 15-30, 2-love Nadal. My word, he's got Nadal at the end of the string here.
He has, he's dangling him. 3 incredible points.
And brings up 2 breakback points for James Blake. And Nadal knows he's in a real heavy duty battle here. A heavyweight contest.
Oh, he got it!
Just kills it as if swatting a fly. The break back to Blake. What a match. Nadal a set down, 2-1 up in the second. James Blake has just broken back.
Now this is such an important game for Blake to win. Oh, no.
I tell you, I really believe there Nadal was lucky. There was a 3/4 length ball. James Blake was a long way behind the baseline. Nadal hit his shot, and what did he do? He backpedaled to the baseline, and I think Blake had his chance there, and I think that was a huge error by Nadal. He's got to be more positive to break up tremendous rhythm that Blake's got at the moment.
Oh, what a volley. Well, I agree with you. Of course, when you get to number 2 in the world, you're doing something right. And Nadal plays all his matches way behind the baseline, as like a true clay courter, of course, but he plays on a hard court as though he's on the clay court. Just have a look at this sensational volley, because it's low, it's coming right down.
Blake is in the zone.
Oh.
He's recovered from that faulty run of 6 successive points that he lost. He's broken back. He's 30-15 up, and Nadal really has to be more positive. He's got to come in on the three-quarter ball if it happens. And he showed a couple of points ago that he scampered back to the baseline and gave the initiative away. Blake will love that.
Oh no. Of course, that's what Nadal does. He comes in a little, but then he retreats, because that's where he's most comfortable, way behind the baseline. A couple of the clay courts, they go off your screen when you're watching them on television. Franco Squilari, he was and from Argentina, was never on the screen. He was used to play so far back behind the baseline.
This is getting easy for Blake now. Nadal is retreating even further. He'll be playing into the stands in a moment, from the stands, and this is meat and drink for James Blake. This is just easy for him now, and he's got 40-30 to come back level and make it 2-all in the second. And Blake, mentally, psychologically, is well ahead. It's 2-all in the second, a set up, but Blake is dictating now. He's put a little bit of clear water between him and Nadal in the mental stakes, and on the board, he's ahead. 61 minutes gone, fascinating battle, and I think we're all just sitting here waiting. What is Nadal going to do? And surely he's got to be more aggressive. He cannot play this continually from 5 to 10 feet behind the baseline.
Nadal is used to winning with his game, the way he plays it. So I think he's caught off balance here.
I think he's going through his mind, what am I going to do? He's an intelligent young man, but you can see even by that double fault there is an uncertainty creeping into his game. Third double fault. And he's walking over to the chair. Is he going to change his racket? I think it's the tension on his strings. I'm just looking down now. He puts his racket down now, you can see.
Yes, taking out another one.
Yeah, he just feels the tension's gone. He won't mind the crowd chanting.
No, they're used to that. Listen, he played in Seville with 27,200 people, 27,000 of which were shouting for him. The other 200 were for the Americans in the Davis Cup final. I already mentioned that at the beginning of our telecast, but he's used to playing in big stadiums, and he knows that if he's playing away from home, they're not always going to be for him.
Well, maybe the changing of the rackets was a good ploy. Certainly psychologically, whether the strings had lost a bit of pressure, who knows, but that was a good serve. 15-all. Now that's what I mean, more aggression, more pace into the ball. He hits a lot of topspin, of course, but maybe a little bit flatter now to push Blake around a bit, because Blake was cruising and is cruising along the baseline. 30-15 to Nadal. And there's a cheap point. Doesn't happen very often. And 40-15, and Nadal will be pleased if he can sprint through this game and put a little pressure back onto James Blake.
Well, Blake put a big effort into breaking, serve to break back. Love 2-2-all. He's bound to relax a little bit in
Totally
this
agree.
fifth game.
Very good point. Well, that is a big mental win that for Blake. Not only the point, because Nadal still needs 40-30, but to counter-attack Nadal from the baseline and win a baseline duel of goodness knows. I don't know whether you're counting, Valerie. It must have been 20-something shots, probably the longest. We might find that out. That is a big plus for Blake, and Nadal will think, if I get into a baseline rally, I might not necessarily win it.
There you are,
24.
I wasn't counting because I was enthralled. It was such an amazing point.
Our crew, so good. On the case straight away. 24 shots.
Oh, we had it.
Well, it was coming at him very quickly. I think Nadal did the right thing, a change-up. A little drop shot here, which is done before. He leads 3-2, and they're both playing well. What a fascinating match. James Blake from the United States against Rafael Nadal from Spain. Nadal lost the opening set 6-4. Blake is serving at 2-3. There's been a break for either player in this set. Nadal had led 2-love, Blake leveled 2-all. Nadal's just won his serve.
Well, one of the few easy points that Blake has had, or that either have had. Oh, that's a loose shot from Nadal. Well received gift for Blake. Uh-oh. Well, at 30-love, he's going for a good deep second serve. But you don't want to give anything away because it's telling your opponent too much.
Third double.
Oh.
Took it early, took it at the highest point of the bounce, and that's when you get, if you can do it. Andre Agassi is the best player at doing that. You get tremendous pace, and what a beautiful clean winner that was. 40-15 for 3-all. Done it again. He's back in the zone, 3 games all. Second set. Absolutely packed. The stadium is more and more, but even the bleachers is filling up now, and round courtside, hardly a seat left. Just a few.
I think this is probably the best match we've had all week. I
No
mean, we've had
question.
some good ones, but this is definitely the best.
Well, we did say match of the day. Hope
We
you
did.
are enjoying it. And hey, you're going to stay with us, aren't you? Because you can't drift away from a fabulous match that this is.
Oh, missed it. Trying for too much, but he's got to try for the lines. He's got to try for the good placement, because otherwise Nadal's there. No.
Again, Nadal got to the T-junction on a shot and backtracked to the baseline. 30-love though, he got away with it.
He was a bit lucky. No, there's always going to be a little bit of luck in tennis too.
All part of the game, isn't it?
It is.
So straight to 40-love. One of the easier games from Nadal so far. We're looking from above, right over Nadal's left shoulder in that corner. Wonderful view. And an easy hold there for Nadal. Leads 4-3 on serve. Blake, the opening set. James Blake about to serve. 4-3 down in the second, a set up, an hour and 12 minutes gone. He looks up at the big screen, and what does he see? Exactly what you're seeing.
Himself.
Indeed. Well, that's the vital opening point, and no question about it. Nadal's going to put in a big effort here, because if he can break, he'll be serving for the set. This is now crunch end time. Nadal going even further back behind the baseline. He just believes his speed and his strength can outmaneuver Blake, whatever he does. Gone in.
I think Blake thought that ball was going out, just nicked the line. It's unlucky for Blake.
And you just wonder whether that little focus, just for the moment, it's gone from Blake. And all of a sudden, Nadal can see some daylight here. 2 points from a break, a vital break in this second. Oh, that's easy for Nadal.
Yes.
And now he has a great opportunity, having won his previous service game really easily. He's now got 40 love on the Blake serve. And again, it's all to do with his concentration. Love 40. Inside out, forehand winner, his 10th from the forehand. Half a dozen of them at least inside out.
Doesn't that remind you of Jim Courier's inside out
Wow,
forehand?
yes, that's going back a few years.
It is. I can.
2 more break points for Nadal. Just too long. Oh, these are moments of truth here for both players. Wow, what a shot. Save 2, 1 left. Look at this shot. With ease.
Look at the way he swings all the way round, getting that perfect placement, putting it exactly where he wants to.
Now there's a chance here for Nadal. Second serve. Nadal a fraction in, not much. Oh, he had him.
Oh, he did.
He had him, and he could have gone down the backhand of Blake, having forced Blake wide. He went for the lowest part of the net. And Blake has saved 3 break points.
For the first few shots of that last rally, Nadal's balls were falling quite short. Just got the last couple deeper.
Oh, this is a let-off. Oh, well, again, Nadal under a bit of pressure, but he had the opportunities, missed 2 big chances here, and Blake has come from love 40 to advantage.
What a reprieve for Blake. Not quite out of the hole yet, mind you.
And Blake hangs in from love 40. He's won the game, 5 points in a row Within those 5 points, Nadal had 2 big opportunities, missed them both, and now Blake is level at 4-all, and that is psychologically a massive boost to his confidence. As for Nadal, he must be thinking, I had him and I missed out.
I let him off the hook.
Absolutely, but he's a strong young man and a 19-year-old with experience. You don't win the French Open, the toughest of all Grand Slams to win, without being thoughtful and strong and mentally strong, and he is, and it's 4-all, and we're back to level here in this second. Wow.
And that's the shot that's been working for him all afternoon.
Cloud covering the court here, just from a little down. Another easy point for Nadal, 30-love. The effort put in by Blake there is just reacting a bit to put together from love 40 and then win 5 points in a row. Oh, tremendous positive play from Nadal.
Coming into the net, but even so, he comes into the net and doesn't volley it. Now, he has a good volley, but he reached the semi-finals of the US Open last year with Tommy Robredo. He has a good
Doubles.
volley. In doubles, yes. Yeah, with Tommy, yes, with Robredo. I mean, you don't get to the finals, the semi-finals of the US Open in doubles unless you've got a good volley. And yet he waits for that ball to bounce and then puts it away. But
It's in.
And so was he, and again at the net.
And it's a very good point you made, Valerie, because Nadal was up at the net, and there he took it on the half volley. Wasn't quite in as he should be. And then well beaten. Just a little doubt in his mind about volleying. 40-15 though, Nadal, still in command of this particular game. Oh, just wide. 5-4, Nadal pumps his fist, and now James Blake will be serving to save the second set, having taken the first. Blake is serving to save this second set at 4-5.
Oh, he missed it. 3
punishing shots, last one missed. That forehand, when he takes it early, it's got a big bite to it.
It has. Heavy ball. But Nadal's handling it very well.
Oh, we got him there. Changed the direction, didn't put it back to the spot where Blake likes to stand in the backhand court. Down the line. Tough shot that over the highest part of the net and pays handsome dividends. 2 points now from the set.
And Blake just a little hesitant about coming in there.
Great volley.
Perfect textbook volley.
Oh, it's...
I think he just missed it.
Yes, he did.
Only looking at the expression on his face.
That
It was just out.
Tremendous run from Nadal, but wonderful shots from Blake. Remember, in his previous game, Blake saved 3 break points Nadal within 2 points of the set. Blake 2 points from levelling up at 5-all. The sun shines, but on whom? What a strength-sapping rally, and Blake wins, remarkably, a baseline duel. 40-30.
I don't know how many balls painted the lines in that rally on either side. That was a must-win point for Blake. If he loses it, he's set point down.
Love 30 to 40-30. Previous game, love 40 and won it.
Oh!
Well, that surprised Blake. That most of the balls have been coming back towards where Blake is standing, and Nadal took a risk there, but such good control and such heavy topspin. He's pulled it back to deuce.
Calculated risk, rifling it down the line. Oh!
What a great shot.
We ought to have a recording. What a great shot, because we've just seen so many of them.
That forehand's been exquisite from Blake. It's his advantage for 5-all. Aggression pays dividends for Nadal, delivering his own inside-out forehand down the line. Deuce. Pack 'em in. Tell you, there must be 15, 18,000 watching this.
Well, the stadium fits over 22,000. I think they're almost all here.
Wow. And that has given Nadal a set point. After 45 minutes to level up at 1-all. The sun comes out again. Will it be shining on Nadal? What a buzz around the stadium now. When you need an ace, it's his 5th. The first ace of this set for Blake. My word, he needed it. Back to deuce.
Just look at this, right down the middle. No way can Nadal get anywhere near it.
Oh dear. That is heavy concentration. It's so difficult. And he's got a second set point, Nadal, to level up. Coming up to almost 90 minutes of play, 1 hour and 29. Now Nadal's got a big chance here. Out. Just. Second set point saved by the American.
And no protest there. He knows it was just out.
Blake winning these crucial points.
Thought he had it. Well, I tell you, the balls are
firing across the net. It's huge pace from both of them. Blake hitting the ball at the top of the bounce. Nadal countering brilliantly. And here's a third set point to the Spaniard. It's like rifle fire as it hits the net, bounces back. Oh, there it is. Oh, and Nadal is pleased at an error from James Blake. We're at 1-all. This match is nicely set up now. The match of the day, Blake against Nadal, 1-all. We're into a third set. It's 1-all here, where Rafael Nadal has just bounced back to take the second set 6-4, having lost the first set by the same score. Against James Blake from the United States. The Spaniard is serving at the start of the third. And more cloud cover overhead now. And Nadal mentally strong. We're just asking whether, in fact, Blake, who's played so many matches over the last couple of weeks, winning in New Haven and winning 2 more here, whether physically and perhaps mentally just beginning to ebb just a little bit. Serve went off the boil in the second set. Nadal's maintained his level. Fascinating battle, wonderful shots, underlined by that terrific forehand from Nadal, who is a powerful young man and mentally strong.
Well, of course, Nadal, not only did he not play New Haven, he lost in the first round of Cincinnati. So he's had a couple of weeks off.
It was a little bit fresher. Well, he had the luck there of the net. Usually it's been against him. He's raced now to a 40-love lead.
Well, Blake's lost just a little bit of his zip.
Yes.
He played that like he wanted to finish. Obviously, if you drop shots, you want to finish the point fairly quickly.
And he's caught by a very good body serve there. James Blake is playing Rafael Nadal there. And it's Blake at a 7-all, serving at 1-2 down. No breaks of serve in this third set. Remember, best of 5.
Who did I say was dictating?
Oh, this match still can go either way. There's no clear winner. So close, this match. The net unkind to Nadal. Has been for most of the time when he's hit the net. Actually, I must say when Blake's hit the net, he's had a little bit more, quote, rub of the green. I think that's a blue court. Oh, wow.
Well, Nadal did have a net caught in his favour there, but it wasn't good enough because Blake was right there.
Good confidence boosting service game this for Blake, if he can just win this point, which he does with consummate ease. 6 aces, 2-all.
I think it was important for Blake to have an easy service game here because he's expended a lot of effort in the previous game when Nadal was serving. So this would just sort of give him a chance to get his breath back or get a second win or maybe a 5th win by this time.
Double fault.
And these matches are always going to have a bit of a seesaw effect at certain stages. One's going to be dominating, then they're going to sort of let up a bit, and then vice versa. And now it looks as though Blake has got a slight advantage again after an easy service game, and Nadal serving a double fault.
Well, now Blake has got a good chance. Love 30 Nadal. Both players have dropped their serve twice in the 1 hour and 46 minutes that this match has lasted, and I think there's a long way to go yet. And what a magnificent view that
Did
is.
you take that photo, David? Because that's the view we've got.
Pretty much. Oh, he punished that ball really well.
He needed to at love 30.
Both players have won 78 points each. A set all, 2-all, Nadal 15-30. Now the sun's shining again, illuminating this beautiful stadium. 30-all.
That was certainly a lefty taking advantage of that corner on the backhand side to take Blake right out of the court to try and hit that service back, which of course he couldn't do, and had he done it, Nadal would have been in to put it over the other side.
Oh, he's missed it. It's gone wide. Break point to Blake. It's like a Davis Cup tie, this actually.
It is.
Spain against the United States.
Well, the final of last year, which Spain won.
Oh, it's a corker. It's a cracker. It's a most amazing shot, and with it, Blake breaks Nadal. (3-2) to Blake with the break. 1-all. James Blake has just broken Rafael Nadal to lead 3-2 in the third. 1-all. Did it with the most exquisite topspin lob, because Nadal was at the net on those rare occasions he's been there. And Blake taking a lot of pace off his first serve now, going for the angle a lot more. Oh, he missed that by a long way, did Nadal. And Blake trying to put the pressure on Nadal by saying, I'm coming in at the net, pass me.
And also maybe to shorten the points a bit.
Just worrying a little bit about physically about Blake. You're quite right. Oh, yes. That was a wonderful shot. Blake, I think, thought Nadal's going across court. And I think your point again, Valerie, is well made. He is trying to shorten the rallies. He's trying to put the pressure on Nadal. But just question, no reason to, I suppose, just question physically how he's doing.
If he manages to win this set, then he'll put his all into a fourth set.
Absolutely. No way to go yet.
Oh, yes.
This set far from over. Oh, that's easy. That's too easy. And Blake is coming into the net all the time now. I think it's the variation coming in, the surprise coming in, but not on every point, because Nadal loves this. He's got his target and he does not miss. 15-30 Blake. Big points here. First serve pretty slow. 114. And slowing it down. Well, strangely, Valerie, the second serve was quicker than the first.
Yes.
It's 122. And he's trying to catch Nadal out all the time, keeping the Spaniard thinking. And now we're at 30 all. Well, he's played well, Blake. 40-30, this for a 4-2 lead.
Betty looking quite serious there. Oh!
Clean ace, number 7. Second of the set. Blake leads 4-2, underlining his earlier break.
What are they shouting? Something Blake.
Nadal serving 2-4. This is really a free game for Blake. He can conserve his energy, maybe just swing 1 or 2 shots, hoping Nadal makes a mistake or two because he's got this insurance of the break.
Well, perhaps he won't go for too much now, Blake. At 30 love on Nadal's serve. He already has the break. Oh, we've got his fans right near our box, David. There they are in the blue shirts. Having the time of their lives.
They are.
That was an amazing passing shot because it had no pace on it at all. It just dipped over the net. Nadal was there, but he couldn't do anything with it.
30-15.
They're quite high up, actually, Blake's fans. Don't know if you can see them. When I say Blake's fans, of course, he's got 3/4 of the stadium, his fans, but his particular group. Oh!
Well, that was a pretty good shot from Nadal on the run. Got to respect that return.
Yeah, it was a good one. Blake wanted a little dink just to clear the net. But you're right, it was a very good shot of Nadal's.
40-15. This is for Nadal to pull it back to 3-4. But remember, Blake has the break of serve. Out. Just wide. He had plenty of time, did Nadal. Didn't need to go for so much. But Blake's been covering the court really well. Just felt he had to do something extra. 40-30. Still got a chance here. That is wonderful from Blake, and Blake is really posing the questions here. Reading Nadal's shot, he eased his return, and then a lovely cut-off at the net. Read it so well, he's just so quick. They're both quick. Jeez. And if Blake breaks here, surely that will be his set.
Oh, what a reflex action from Nadal. The point was over.
And Blake again applauds the Spaniard.
Blake didn't quite do enough with the volley, but of course it was so fast and so heavy, such a lot of topspin on it.
Nadal retrieves the situation. He's got a point to hold serve. There it is. Nadal keeps in this set. 4-3 to Blake, who's got the break of serve, of course. It's 1 set all. Anyway, James Blake is serving 4-3 with the break of serve. I don't know when Nadal was really ready for that.
And if he's not, he can't hit it. Once he hits it, the ball's in play, but he can lifts up his hand and say he's not ready yet.
15 love, cheap point. And Blake's back in the zone.
And David, we've just seen up on the board, single session record, 35,237 people here.
That's amazing.
At the US Open today. That's a single session record.
20,000 must be in this stadium. James Blake is heading towards a 2-1 lead here against the number 2 seed. The American is 40 love up on 4-3, and he's closing in quickly on this set. Still a little way to go, but this is a big stride in this game so far. 2 hours and 1 minute of exquisite tennis.
I don't know what happened to Nadal on that serve or on the very first serve. He just let the ball drop before he hit it.
It's, if you look at the speed of the serve, it was 92 miles an hour. And I think he was just caught out because there wasn't enough pace. And I think Blake is varying his serve so much. He puts in the occasional big, hard serve, one of them 135 miles an hour. And then he's going 40 miles an hour less. Variety of spins as well, and that's catching Nadal out, who's serving now to save this third set. Yes, says Blake, well played.
15 love.
This dream run of Blake continues. Winner of New Haven, 5 matches. Winner of 2 matches already in this championship. Trying to knock out the number 2 seed. 15 all.
Blake would love a break here, then he'd start serving for the next set, but easier said than done. Still helped slightly by that unforced error from Nadal.
Two points from the set.
Thank you.
Well, Blake swung, and for once he missed. 30 all. Nadal just hanging in here in this third set. And now it is set point. Nadal losing focus. And this is for a 2-1 lead for the American. And I think he's got a few fans supporting him, just a few.
Thank you.
Blake looking unbelievably relaxed. It's gone in. Blake has won it. 2-1 he leads. Deservedly so, and when he delivered the smash, he was so near his chair he just had to plop down. What a fantastic performance from the American. 6-4 of the first set, lost the second 6-4, has just broken Nadal twice, and has taken the third set 6-3. It's the American, 2-1. James Blake is serving, 2-1 up, start of the fourth, 2 hours and 4 minutes gone. Nadal looking at his corner for a bit of advice.
Which they're not allowed to give him, but
they do, though.
Oh, they do, of course they do.
A little touch of the nose means this, and a
yes.
scratch of the eyelid means that.
They all have their little signs.
Blake serving. Again, very, very slow serve from Blake. He's not going to try to power his way through this. He's going to use his geometrical knowledge to move Nadal around, moving him out of the court, and occasionally, just occasionally, put in a fast, blistering shot. And Nadal has got to counteract this. He's the counter-puncher, but he's got to be more positive.
He's got to do this very quickly. He's only got 25 seconds to do it between points. Otherwise he'll get a warning.
Just wonder why he didn't do it during the sit-down.
Yes, exactly. They had 2 minutes after the set.
I'm sure it's not a tactical ploy, it's just hadn't thought, and Blake punishes him straight away with 125 miles an hour serve. Then he'll put in a slow one soon. He's 30 love up. Blake hopefully was not going to be rattled by that. No need to be. Oh dear, says Blake. How did I miss that? 30-15.
Well, I mentioned at the beginning of the programme, Blake has a problem because he sweats too much, or perspires too much. And he's been working with Dr. Bergeron of Georgia since the 2001 US Open to control his cramping.
Idea good, execution poor. Blake serving, 30 all. Nadal desperate to take advantage of just a little drop in standard of Blake.
Oh, yes. That
Here's
was an amazing cross-court shot from Nadal.
There's a chance for Blake to break right at, for Nadal to break right at the start. Just a bit of reaction setting into Blake, as it did after the first set that he won. Now Nadal questions that a little, but only a little. 9 aces to Blake, 2 in this first service game of the fourth set.
Won a very timely ace on a break point.
Well, his shoulders dropped there, Blake. I think he was quite pleased. Well, that was a pretty useful serve from Blake. Takes the opening game of the fourth, 2-1 up.
Just over 2 hours now. But it's not that hot and it's not that humid, which will be an advantage to both players. Let's have a look at the summary. You can see Nadal had a very good first serve percentage, and yet he lost his serve twice. So really, it just goes to show that the percentage of first serves, it doesn't matter even it doesn't matter how high it is. If you're losing your serve, it doesn't really matter. Of course, just one double fault for Nadal. The winners are even, and the unforced errors, well, just 8-2. And the only one that had break points was Blake in that set. Nadal didn't have any break points in that set.
That inside-out forehand again, paying huge dividends. It's won him so many points. And it's so penetrative. He hits the ball right at the top of the bounce and gets a lot of pace with it. He's done his homework, it's James Blake.
With his coach, Brian Barker. Barker's been with Blake since he was 12 years old. Since Blake was 12, not Barker. Oh, he had that shot on
Been an interesting coach, coaching at 12 years old, a top player.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? But I think some players like to have long-time coaches. Juan Carlos Ferrero was another one who's had a coach for years and years. So has Blake. You know, they get used to the coaches. Some players feel that just the relationship becomes stale after a while.
Well, Roddick changed his coach, didn't he? Brad Gilbert. Gilbert was with Roddick, won the US Open a couple of years ago. Roddick's changed his coach, and I don't know whether Roddick has benefited from it. I presume he has, but... Well, that's given Nadal a bit of a boost there. Only his second ace of the match, and he's levelled up at 1-1 in the foothills of the fourth set.
Well, just to briefly mention something about Roddick and his coaches. The year that he took on Brad Gilbert, he won the US Open, he won Cincinnati, he won Canada, 2 of the almost warm-up tournaments, but also Master Series, finishes the year #1 and fires his coach.
Never could quite understand that. I think Brad Gilbert is totally inspirational.
Oh, beautiful. I've run out of superlatives for this game, David.
"18 forehand winners. Backhand, 3. I think that says something, doesn't it?
It does, yes. Should tell Nadal something too.
Well, I think that's why Nadal most of the time tries to play on the Blake backhand. Well, it's still a good backhand.
Oh, that is unbelievably good. Not an easy volley. I mean, he's stretching out for it.
I think this is the difference between the two. Blake is able to match Nadal pretty much from the baseline, but he's got this extra variety of coming into the net, good volleys. And this is proving to be the big difference. And he's won his serve easily. It appears, 40 love. 10 aces so far, 3 in this set. And he wins it comfortably. 2-1 Blake, 2-1. Rafael Nadal serving. 1-2. Down in games, 1-2 down in sets. That forehand does it again.
That placement is unbelievable. He's painting the lines on both sides.
49 total winners to Blake, 29 Nadal.
again goes back on his side.
Usually when you put a lot of topspin on the ball, it hits the net cord, it does go over, but the net tape here at the US Open is always very tight and it usually bounces up. And if it does go the other side, it's an easy shot for the opponent. But a lot of the time it bounces back, and it has done for Nadal. Love 30, he's in danger here, big danger.
Oh!
Well, that just shows his mental state slightly now. There's a lack of confidence in his shots. Blake has got to him. Just look at the expression. Blake's got inside his head. He's got seeds of doubt inside Nadal. And Nadal, love 40, 1-2 down. And Blake has a golden chance here to really ram home his huge advantage, which is substantial already. It's out.
It's out.
It's out, says Blake. It has gone out. And James Blake now is firmly in charge of this match. 3 games to 1 up in the 4th. 2 sets to 1 up against the world number 2. Remember, he's only 19, Rafael Nadal. But my word, James Blake has played an intellectual match here. And he is an intellectual anyway, on and off the court.
Not usually very dramatic, James, though he was at that particular moment. But who wouldn't be when you're just breaking in the 4th set?
Shows his confidence. He's got Nadal at the end of the rope here. Slow serve, pushes Nadal out wide. His tactics are being executed perfectly, and really Nadal has got to be more aggressive, has got to come in at least occasionally, because Blake is in a smooth, comfortable rhythm now. This match could be over quickly, which is a surprise.
Oh, he missed it. But Nadal now is just pushing the ball back.
Yeah, so right, it's pure, total negative defence here. Just getting it back, hoping Blake will make the error. Well, Blake's not going to make error after error. 15 all. Well, slow serve. Up comes the ball. And this is very, very easy for Blake. He's in absolute control. He has been since 2 all in the 3rd set. 8 out of 10 games he's won. And Nadal's done nothing to counter. This match is flowing away from Nadal. Blake is within a 4-1 lead and a break of serve in the 4th.
Oh,
this match is going Blake's way. It's 4-1, 2 sets to 1 up. The number 2 seed, the French Open champion from Spain, is in massive trouble here on this Arthur Ashe Stadium court. Well, the Americans have been desperate to have a number of good players, but that can break into the top 10 in the world. There's been Agassi there. He's been there all the time. He still is here, but they need someone, and Blake could be the man.
Raducanu is playing well as well.
He is.
They've got 2 up-and-coming players. They're not really up-and-coming because, of course, Blake is 25 years old.
4 Americans left in the draw. Agassi, Ginepri, Taylor-Dent, and James Blake. He is absolutely finishing Nadal off here. He's executing very well. I think it's a combination of Blake so relaxed now and delivering these penetrating shots with great angle, and Nadal, the heart has been beaten out of him in the last 30 minutes. Even the net is against him, and all of a sudden this match is going like an express train in Blake's way, and Blake is now love 40 on the Nadal serve for a double break of serve, and if he breaks here he'll be serving for the match. This set lasting just 21 minutes so far.
Well, a little unlucky on that last shot to Nadal with the net.
There's the big forehand. Blake on the verge of a fantastic win here. 2 sets to 1 up, 5-1 up, and with 23,000 American fans urging you on, and a double break on the main stadium court, you think, well, he's going to serve out for the match here, surely.
We can say things are looking good for Blake.
Now, don't be so conservative.
Yeah. Typical understatement.
So, James Blake serving for the match. Nadal has crumbled. The resistance has been broken. The Spanish fortress is collapsing at a fast rate here.
Oh, he's just not letting up at all.
20th forehand winner. He is spanking that ball. His 53rd winner. What a great run this is for James Blake. It's 3 match points for Blake. He's on the cusp, on the brink of moving into the last 16 of this championship. This is the best he's ever done at the US Open. And my word, on this form, he could go even further. 2 sets to 1 up, 5-1 up, 40 love up against the world number 2. It's all over. James Blake has destroyed Rafael Nadal in this 4th set. He's won it 6-1 in the 4th, 6-4. 4-6, 6-3, 6-1. And James Blake, who's had such a tragic year last year, has come back from nowhere to win New Haven last week. He's into the last 16 of this US Open Tennis Championship. He's won his 3rd successive match here. And it was just, Valerie, a brilliant, brilliant performance.
Oh, what a display of unbelievable tennis. And I can see Blake going quite a bit further after this, because he's got the winner now of Grosjean and Robredo. And if he plays the way he did today, he's not going to lose a set to either of those 2 players. And what a performance for Blake. But it's not just the performance. He wasn't lucky at all. He played incredible tennis. He showed us a complete repertoire of shots, everything he did.
As Nadal walks off and says goodbye, he'll be back. He's only 19, remember. He's had an astonishing year, Nadal. 9 titles, including that French Open. Well beaten today by this man, James Blake. Here's the last point that put him into the last 16 of this championship. And the secret behind Blake's win, can't really believe it, was his intelligence. The way he outmaneuvered Nadal, the world number 2, the way he placed the ball, and he was aggressive at the right time. He had a wonderful balance between great ground strokes, especially that spanking forehand of his, and he came in with some wonderful volleys. And the crowd have literally, I don't say it too often, genuinely gone mad.